Hello.
Good evening, all.
Welcome to MCC UK tonight. As you can see, we've got Geordie Dave. We've got Horlixs, even though he's in and out.
Yeah, am I still in and out?
You were just before we went live, but you're back now.
Yeah, I've finished downloading now. So, yeah, it's very warm here tonight. Very warm. I've had to get the fan out of the loft.
And we've got Danno's Universe for about an hour.
Yeah.
I've only had your ceiling fan.
I've got both going.
Yeah, I've got window open, but yeah. If there's any noise that comes in out there.
It's not too bad here in the flat.
No.
Even though the sun's on the back window, but the blinds are shut and the windows open, so that's helping.
When I come back from the lobby and I come in, it was nice and cool in here.
Your flat's always cool.
I thought I left it. I went. I feel like my windows open, but no.
Well, as I say, it's nice to get some nice weather again. Another heat wave this week.
Aye.
Yeah. Make the most of it because the weekend it's supposed to be going to change.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's going. I think it's just going to get a bit cooler. It didn't say whether it's going to be thunderstorms or it's just going to be cooler. That's up here, probably down where Horlixs lives in the Mediterranean. It'll be staying hot.
Yeah. It's only Eastbourne.
Okay, I'll go through the chat.
Okay.
Don't know why Gillian's missed everybody else, but she's got good evening, Dave, and then good evening, Horlixs.
Good evening.
Then after all goes evening, Gillian and Geordie Dave. Gillian goes good evening to Atul. And we've got Sophie. Hi, I heard a rumor that she says, hi, I heard a rumor that I can find homemade biscuits, cakes, cookies, and dark chocolate muffins here. I heard that rumor.
Not here, though.
Not in my house.
But if you want, if someone wants to send some over, then.
Well, Atul goes, by gum, that rumor must be getting pretty stale by now. All them homemade cookies you make and eat, Sophie. And Gillian goes, good evening, Mark.
Hi, Gillian.
And we'll have Lindsey's Bills. Evening, everyone. Hi, Lindsey.
Hi, Lindsey.
And we'll have Ed Hughes in. Say it, evening all.
Hi, Ed.
Hey, Ed.
And Gillian says good evening to Danno.
Hey, man.
And we'll have Dave Mack saying good evening, Mark, Horlixs, Geordie, and Danno. Have a great stream. Thank you, Dave. Evening,
Hi,
Dave.
Dave Mack.
Yeah.
Dave Mack goes good evening to Gillian. Atul goes hello, Mark, Danno, and Horlixs.
Hi, Athel.
Hi, Ethel.
And Baker Boy 125. Hi, guys. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
You're spying on us, are you? That's me boss. Then we'll have Sophie. I really like how. Sophie, don't start speaking Geordie. These won't understand.
No.
And we'll have Ed Hughes going, weather has been brilliant.
Aye.
Right. Now, I don't know how this is going to be one name to read. Mario.
Just said Mario.
Skype's model Boo.
Hi, Mario.
Model Bow. Bow, that's the beginning of my surname, isn't it? So, Shift's Model Bow.
Skype's model bow. I don't speak German, so
Skype's model bow. Bow.
Baker Boy goes, yeah, I wish there was none in my house either. Dave goes, Dave Mack goes hi to Mario. I'm just going to say Mario. And Atul goes, evening, Lord Bacon Lindsey. Dave Mack goes, sent you an email. Gillian goes, good evening, Lindsey. Atul goes, hi, Baker Boy Andrew. Gillian goes, good evening, Dave Builds. And Gillian goes, good evening, Baker Boy. And I store it that. So, back over to you, Mark.
Okay, so if we want to go cameras down.
Oh, what? Yeah, I'm having some problems with the system.
Okay, right. Well, while you sort it out, Horlixs, I'll come to Geordie Dave first and see what he's working on. So, Geordie, what you on?
Still working on the aircraft. No time to put the old decals on. So I'm using humble decal fix and a bowl of water. But the bowl of water has gone cold, Lukes, so I'm going to have to go and warm it up.
Cool. You do know they don't need warm water anymore.
I always use warm water, but I always have done. I think it's just I'm so used to doing it in warm water.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll try the cold and see what happens.
I'll come over to Danno's universe. So, hello, Danno.
I'm going to be building the Lamborghini. I got it for Christmas for a Secret Santa at work. It's just been sitting there, so I thought I'd get it out and start building it.
Okay.
It'll take us a few shows to build, so
yeah. Okay, so I'll come over to Horlixs. Hopefully everything's working.
Yeah, I just typical unplugged it back in. So, yeah, I'm just going to carry on with the bootnook. That's where I left it last time. There's still quite a lot to do, and there's some cogs to make and all sorts. So I'm not quite sure where this is going, but yeah, just going to carry on with this.
Looks really good. Okay, so myself, I'm just going to be continuing with this wooden train that I've been working on for the past couple of weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this.
I forgot about that. I must go and have a look.
Well, this one is actually on the Ranger's website, so it should be in store.
Right. Shopping.
Yeah. So there we go. So I'm going to continue with that. I'm very tempted to go back and go get the car to do after this.
I guess I can order it online.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's me.
What's it called again, Mark?
I just put wooden models into the range.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if I can find it.
Wooden models. Oh, yeah, got it.
Yeah, it's the one right at the top.
Add to basket. Well, it's quite a lot for delivery, but if I get a couple, is that the only one? They must have some other ones.
They do have a car one, but just it's not on their website yet. But I mean, if there's other bits in the range that you need, like glue or whatever. Okay, I'll catch up with this chat. So Athol says, evening, Dave Mac. We've got Crafting Budgie Mumma, Tasha in saying, hi, Horlixs, Mark panel, all in chat. Hi, Tasha.
Hi, Tasha.
Andrew says, hi, everybody. I thought I'd come over and say hello. I'm away now. See you later, Geordie Dave. See you later, Mark. See you later, Danno. See you later. Okay. Thank you for coming in, Andrew.
Yep.
As you says, anyone subscribed to the new Jeep from Agora? Looking really nice. Not for me. Can't afford. It's an old thing of, yeah, can't afford. Mark's Hobbies says, hello, Geordie.
Hello, Mark.
Athol says, hi, Mark's Hobbies. Gillian Dotz says, good evening, Mark's Hobbies. Mark's Hobbies says, hello. And then he also goes, hello, Kitty. Hello, Mark's Hobbies. Ed Hughes says, great build, Danno. Ed Hughes Ed Hughes says that book nook is amazing, bigger than I thought.
Thank you. Yeah, it is.
Mark Hobby says hello, Horlixs.
Hello. Hi, Mark.
Dave Matt Bill says hi, Mark's Hobbies. Athel says hi, Tasha. And Dave Matt Bill says evening, Athel and Tasha. And Athel says channel hopping and thumbing up. Thank you, Athel. Yeah, it depends if you get it with some other bits and pieces, Horlicks, that you might want to do.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find things to buy. Unfortunately, they haven't got any of this high-tech glue on there, but I've added some Yoo-hoo glue to the order because I wanted some of that. I saw a tank model, self-propelled, but that was like 60 something quid, 50 odd quid. I don't know what it's called. Here we go. Self-propelled mechanical model kit.
Cool.
The wood, but it's 60 quid.
Oh.
Detailed copy of the tracked military vehicle, developed in 1940. It comes with a shooting turret with artillery shell, movable hatches, and rolling wheels.
Crafting Budgie Mama says hi, Athel. Crafting Budgie Mama says hi, Dave. Steve131's in saying evening all. Evening, Steve. And Steve also says at Horlicks, bargain. Oh, yeah, I can see what you're looking at. Yeah, self-propelled gun mechanical model kit. Yeah, but Horlicks, you could go for the 3D flower houses.
No.
Yeah, because that's like what you're doing now.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know. Hang on. Let me have a look. Flower houses.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. There's a couple in there.
Mm.
They're not really. It's fun in. What do they actually do? Book necks? No.
Okay, so Mark's Hobby says hi, Athel. Athel says evening, Steve. Mark's Hobby says hello, Danno.
Hello.
Mark's Hobby says hi, Dave and Mac. Steve131 says at Mario Nearbend. And Steve131 says at Dave Matt Builds, evening, sir.
Why has that been added?
What?
A luxury goose down feather duvet. Oh, maybe it's because mine are signed in.
Might have been from a previous thing.
Yeah. Oh. No, that's silly.
What is?
So the wooden models coming from the range, so you have to pay for delivery. The glue I added is coming from Shani Imaging Limited, and that incurs another delivery charge of £4 something. So the whole lot comes to like 16 quid.
Blimey.
For the sake of £3.29.
I don't know. I just go into store, so.
Not got a range down here, Horlixs.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I'm just going to see if they've got it in stock there. Problem is, ours is quite a small one now.
Just remembering where I am with this. Steve131 says, hi, evening to Athel. Dave Builds says, hi, Steve. And Mark's Hobby says, anyone endorse it that can solder? Well, I can solder, but I'm not endorse it. So next is D.
Okay, yeah, it says there's 7 in stock. So I'll go pop there after work. Anyway.
Yeah. Dorset close to you, Horlixs?
No, not really. A couple of hours. Oh, yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, I was saying to Mark earlier, I did a bit of soldering because I've got these new games console things, and they don't have Wi-Fi in them, but mine does now. Because where the battery pack is at the back, if you on the actual main boards, took a picture of it. There's on the circuit board. Says there like there was a space for Wi-Fi. Well, I wonder why it's not there. So I bought the Wi-Fi chip off AliExpress and soldered it in, and it works. So I've now got Wi-Fi on it rather than plugging the adapter in the bottom. It's just a bit easier. H33, H3, and H4. Why has that exploded everywhere?
Where does that go? Down there.
Which fully dries. Okay, I've done some of the decals on this, and I'm going to let these fully dry before I do the side ones.
Oh, that looks really good.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to leave it to one side before I do the side ones so that I'm not catching them.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to tidy up and I'm going to move on to something else. Maybe there's a bed to do for this doll's house. I'm going to have a look at that.
And did the decals work in cold water, Geordie?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a thing now where the think they're that good, you can do them in just cold water.
Yeah, because I've always done them in warm.
Yeah, same here. But then when I was doing the Titanic decals, it said in the instructions, "Oh, just put some cold water in." So I was like, "Well, that's not how you do decals." So I started off with warm water. Water went cold, and I still continued to do them, and they were working in cold water. But then I think there'll be some old school people that'll just turn around and say they adhere better with warm water.
Like I say, they come off the label a lot quicker in warm water. But as you can see, as the water cools down, you've got to go and keep changing it. But if they're going to carry on coming off in the cold, you might as well just keep changing the water.
Yeah. We'll have a look at this. Just on about just getting it finished.
Right.
I just hope everything's funny thing.
I need to get a thingies.
Well, the first thing I need is find is a double-sided tape.
Oh, some Gav, you want some?
You go there where you are. I've got a load with it. I don't know where I put it. I put it away.
That was the case.
Then we'll have to search the big cupboards for it.
It's not like the old days, guys, where you used to be able to meet each other in the middle of the street.
Yeah. So that.
Well, it's just had it. I can't find a double-sided tape. Oh, well, she's had it. Well, double-sided tape is.
On the back of that bike.
This is it, yeah.
Racing up and down the frigging road.
What is it? Oh well, can't do that then for that. Should I go buy some double-sided tape? Right, me know what to do. Anybody like a stick of rhubarb?
Don't like rhubarb.
I don't mind the rhubarb crumble if it's sweet.
I don't mind like the rhubarb and custard sweets. I can tolerate it, but rhubarb and crumble, no. It's just too sour for me.
Oh, I love rhubarb crumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's really sour, but if it's a really sweet one, I like it.
Depends on how much sugar you put in.
Yeah.
I'd have to put the entire 1 kilogram packet of sugar in, probably.
The rhubarb's not that bitter. Sorry, Gillian, you'll have to find a double-sided tape because it's not where I've not amongst my lot. I'll be on next week, but I'll probably not be on the week after.
Okay.
Because so for me weekend, for me weekend off, he's bringing in as Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Yeah, I don't understand that all day. Right, more hobbies. It's the lightsaber in R2D2. The way has come off.
Oh, that's so easy to fix as well.
You're not got a friend or somebody that can solder, or I'm rubbish at soldering, but I give it a try. I've got a soldering iron at Danny's.
Yeah.
Get yourself a cheap solder and a bit solder. It's not super hard. If I can do it, you can do it, and I'm crap at it. That's all it goes. Wasn't me, as my bike does not make that much noise. Neither does mine. And then he goes, yeah, Geordie, but that bit's too green. What bit? I don't understand. Have I missed something in a conversation somewhere? And Ed Hughes goes, anyone going to make us central?
Oh, don't know. Don't think so.
Where's that held at?
I think it's MC, Birmingham.
No, not me. Don't have the money to I'm doing there.
I would like to do something like that. Isn't that where Todd's going?
That's normally Telford.
Oh, rhubarb, Geordie. Two Too green. Yeah, some of it is, but it's massive. We're getting not pulling the ones off, so I haven't pulled the tips off. Like them ones. Probably one of the ones I've pulled with this too.
If you'd left them in the ground, they might have grown bigger.
Oh, hey man, they're massive as it is.
If you give me 2 minutes, I'll share my screen and I'll show you how big they are.
If anybody's coming in now, we are talking about Geordie's rhubarb.
That's what I'm saying. Ed goes, that's the way off to do the washing up. Enjoy the builds. Okay, Ed.
Night, Ed.
No, Ed.
Arrow goes, they do nicely, but forget the sugar instead of use honey as a sweetener.
Can you
Never thought of that. Yeah, but we not got a picture of the whole bush.
I have, but
The whole row.
yeah, hang on. I have to download them.
See, when Rob's went through, he's just went and pulled off what he can and said, make sure you pull the red ones off.
Yeah. Right. So let's go. Not that way.
I would have tried that using honey as a sweetener.
Can you say? There we go. So that's the fun. That's all the rhubarb.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's yeah. So it needs thinning out. So
like from
when I go down to Thursday, I've thinned a lot of the red ones out.
Yeah, so it all. And those, we just when we first got the allotment, we just basically dug out and just laid it in the pile of weed that was surrounding it. And it would be made that went, oh, just put it to one side and we'll find a space.
More rhubarb than that, we'll give it to the allotment. We'll give a load to the allotment next door, didn't we?
Aye.
We're just thinking, Mark's hobbies. Depending on if it's mobile, I'm happy to solder it if you want to post it. There is an option. If you really can't do it, if you can post it to me with the wires, I could probably reattach them. But that depends if there's anyone nearer you that might be able to do it.
As I say, you can get onto eBay, Amazon, get yourself a cheap soldering iron and just give it a go yourself. I'm rubbish at soldering, but it's
it's not too difficult. What
I have done is done the job. Like actually, when I go to Danny's, I've got a little bit tiny solder to do on his door because one of the wires has come off the light.
It's not.
And Danny, I've got a good idea on that.
Right.
And I think I picked it up off Mark.
Right.
Oh gosh, that can't be good.
Well, you know the Dalek head. No, that the two lights that go on either side of the head. One of the solder joints has come off, and I fixed it on, and to stop them coming off and moving again. Once I've done the soldering and I know the work,
Hot glue
put some hot glue on them.
Oh yeah.
See, I've learned that off you, Mark.
Ah.
And it might stop them if it moves about. It might stop them from coming off.
Because obviously this is the second one. Got another one replaced. And they said if it breaks, you have to pay for a new issue.
That head's going to move around, and
Yeah.
I'm a the solder goes, because I'm not a brilliant solderer. Whereas once I put it on and we know it works, put some hot glue on, and it should hold it.
Yeah.
That's if you've got the hot glue gun.
You can post it, yeah, if you want to. I'm happy to do it. Have you got me on Facebook?
Mark's Hobbies is not on Facebook, but if you want, Alex, I can email him your address to where you want to. Do you want it sent into your work?
Yeah, it's probably the best option.
He says he can post. He says he can post it.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. I won't charge you or anything. Just if you can send it and then just cover the shipping, then that's fine. Maybe put like depends how you're going to post it. If you're going to do it Jiffy or something, if you can put like postage, just send it like some postage stamps in it so I can return it, and your address, like put your address on the envelope and stamp it. Then when I've done it, I can just slide it back in and get it straight back out to you.
And after it goes, right, Danno, spread the leaves, place in a water bin and cover, and in 6 months use a liquid fertilizer. Now, I didn't know you could do that with rhubarb leaves. We just usually spread it and put it in the composter. But I didn't know you could, and as I say, I know you can do that with nettles and comfrey. I didn't know you could do it with rhubarb leaves, because I thought rhubarb leaves were a bit poisonous. Was that just to us? And Mark goes, thank you.
No problem.
Alex, do you want to send him your work's address or your home address?
Work, yeah, because I'm always there. Bearing in mind it's Bank Holiday Monday, obviously, coming up, and I won't be there Monday, so there might be some delays in the post. I'm just trying to think, actually, like, I can't even remember what the lightsaber thing is on that R2.
It's just a long plastic tube with 2 wires going down.
Is the solder joints accessible, or are they?
Once he's got the tube out, yeah.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, I couldn't, because it's been obviously a long time since I did mine. I knew they were fragile, but
and if you like Mark do that, Mark says, Horlixs, I would probably hot glue them, hot glue them once you've soldered them.
Yeah, but doesn't it fit in quite a tight space? I don't want to put a load of hot glue on if it's not going to fit where it needs to be.
You've also got to be careful because I found because I had to redo mine, not my electrics on my lightsaber electrics, but it passes very close to the front of the R2 unit when it does its head calibration.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember doing it. Everybody said be careful with it. So I was careful as hell with it.
the thing is, most of these part works, the electrics are a bit weak and slapdash, and it's probably just because they're mass produced, aren't they? So,
as I said, Danny got the Dalek, and he already broke one night, and he decided to get another, send away for another light. And as we fitted that in, the blinking wire come off. And I said, we can't send away for another one. I says, I'll have to solder it on. But what Danny needs is a set of wire cutters, because them wires are so small, I can't do them with a knife.
Need to really look at that.
So I've told him he's got to invest in a pair of wire cutters, but I've got none here.
I've got them wire strippers, cutters. They're brilliant. They're the big yellow ones that I've got. They were gifted to me, actually. It was someone bought them on my Amazon wish list, I think. Yeah, it was. And they're really good. I can show them again.
Right, Mark's Hobbies. I've sent you Alex's address to your email, your Gmail, to you.
Yeah, these ones.
Yeah.
And they've got all the size of the wires, so you can really do tiny wires.
Yes, you can cut them in the middle if you need. You've got crimpers, and then but you basically you can adjust how the pressure. You'd have to have a feel for that to start off low, and then you just literally adjust this slider on these ones anyway to how long you want it trimmed, and then you just literally put the wire in and then push it down. It'll cut it and strip it, but just in one movement.
The ones I had. Bit like how your handlers got all them down, and it was all numbered with different gauges. And you just put the wire in there, and you fingered and pulled it up.
Yes, I've got some of them as well. They're for like crimping the ends on. I used to use them a lot for like cars when I used to have to put my own car radio in and stuff.
But I don't know where they've gone. So
they're not in the big toolbox in the garage.
No.
Oh.
You could have a look in and see if they are, but I don't think so. I've seen them for a long time. Them ones that Horlixs got look good.
Yeah.
As you see, I'll have to get the feel for them. Get a little bit wire in there, practice on it, so I can get the feel for them.
It'll be a good addition to your soldering kit.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got Trek Modz in who says, uh-oh.
So I had a look on Amazon, but I didn't know what ones I was looking at.
Now you know what to look for.
Yeah.
Yeah, sirens. Oh, that's Horlixs. He's right near to his the local fire station.
Yeah, fire station's next door. Or it's police or ambulance. Obviously, it's not always the fire department.
Yeah, you live on a main road, don't you, Horlixs? So
yeah,
they're always going past.
It's really annoying. But to be fair, I didn't even hear it because I'm so used to it now.
Let's see it. Should you not be used to it? Because I used to live on a main road and there was a fire station up the road. And after a couple of weeks of living there, I didn't even hear them go past.
No.
Yeah. It was good. Well, it's not good at all. I wasn't here the other day, but there was a lot of them because there's some flats, like just short, just about a minute's walk up the road, and there was a fire there. But it was when I was away. I think it was on Friday actually, or I don't know when it was. I was away, and or maybe I was at work. Can't remember. But there was a fire that broke out in the flats, so they were there, and there was a lot of commotion.
And don't tell me it would happen when you're not there and you can't go out and watch it.
Basically, yeah, I wasn't here.
Because entertainment.
Well, the other night we had 3 police cars and 2 police vans.
Oh, yeah. What's going off there then?
The flats further down, 3 guys got marched away. So I don't know, partly in a flat and they've been fighting.
Well, when I left you today, I was going, you know, the stop where the home is.
Aye.
It looked like somebody collapsed because there was somebody looked like it was on the floor and there was people around her. So,
Why'd you get a 62?
Not 22.
Huh?
Wow.
So yeah, is that when you went up to the shop or something?
No, do you know?
You don't know where the home is.
No. Do you know what the stop? The second, right? Do you know if I'm coming from mine?
Aye.
And you can get off at the home where the car used to be.
Oh yeah, so the big old house.
The big house is for people with disability.
Aye.
That's there. Outside that bus stop there, somebody collapsed.
You lucky you got that 22. If you got that one behind, you would have been knackered. You just keep breaking. You couldn't pull away from the bus stop. Eventually did get away, but it seemed to be taking ages for them to get his bus into gear.
Okay.
You were gone by 10 weeks up there.
Oh yeah.
We've got Trek Modz who says, "Good afternoon from Canada, gentlemen. 3 p.m. here." Wow.
Oh, hello.
Hello from Canada. Thank you for joining us.
I'd love to go visit Canada.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love your Canadian syrup.
You're in the middle of elections at the moment.
Dave McBill says, "Evening at Trek Modz," and Trek Modz says, "Hello, Dave Mac."
Yeah, I love maple syrup. It's the best thing ever.
You can't just go to Canada just for maple syrup, Horlicks.
I can.
Of course you can.
And then I'll have a look at Niagara Falls and all that. And
yeah, do you remember the bloke that used to be that used to run the Bank of England? He's standing for the presidential at Canada. Varney or something like that. Mark, I've watched many of your videos. I like your work, not filling work for the other gents.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'm Geordie Dave, and I do Partworks as well. I put videos out. I don't do as many live shows as Mark.
And I did quite a few, but I haven't done any for a while. I've got 2 sitting pending, which I really need to get on and do, but it's just like mojo and illness, and it's just, yeah, but I will get around to it very soon. But we all met back in the day when we were the Route Master, really, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And Danno Builds is my son. He's a Partworks builder as well. At the moment, if you look on my video, I'm busy building the Nissan Skyline for my son. And soon I'll be building the Batmobile 66. I'm busy collecting the parts for that. Danno's building the Batmobile Tumbler.
Yeah, the Tumbler. I've just started the Dalek. I'm hoping to get back on soon with me Enterprise. Enterprise D. And obviously, we've got other models that we'll build, the Titanic, the Eddie Stobbart.
So you've got no Partworks board at the moment, Horlixs?
No, I've got the 2. I've got the Porsche and the what's it? The Porsche.
Yeah, I miss our Monday nights what we used to do that together live.
But yeah, I need to go on and do that. That was Wayne's builds that he didn't want to finish, so he passed them down to me to do for him. I do need to get on. I haven't forgotten about them. But yeah, I will get around to doing them.
Trouble is, summer months are coming in, live shows. It's finding the time.
Yeah.
Mine at the moment, it's not finding the time, it's finding something to do. I have got that other plate in the store, but I've got no paints in for it. I've been checking the paint colours and I haven't got none of the colours I need. Not even to start it for the cockpit. There's point in starting it like that. And it's like everything else, it's money, and I don't get paid for another 3 weeks yet.
Oh, okay. He's with the Hobby Time Modelers. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yes.
With
Todd
Marble Phoenix and all that. Yeah, I'm in the. I am in their Discord actually, but I haven't.
Yeah, so much
thing in there for a long time. Not because I don't want to. Obviously, just busy and.
Yeah. I sometimes watch them when I'm on night shift, and I might sometimes drop in and say hello to the guys, and so they all know us. Because they'll always turn around and say, "On night shift, Geordie?" Hi. I'll read this shout out anyway. He goes, "Hello to Geordie. Hi. Hello to Danno.
Hello."
And he says he's with HCM Hobby Time Modelers. Yeah. You've probably seen my stuff. When I put my videos out, I actually post the link to Hobby Time. I post to the Hobby Time Modelers Facebook page, so you guys over there can see what I'm building. There's this. I'm gonna just reminders. I'm gonna have to pop in. I've never popped in for a few months now to say hello to them. Because Todd usually says, "Do you want to come in, Geordie?" I say, "I can't. I'm at work." That's been 2 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I'm going mad because I can't find that shop at the demon.
We're going to finish this off, this bit up here. Then I have to get myself off.
You've got work to go to, so you're going to get sorted.
Yeah.
Even though I've got nobody to
I'm going to finish this bag off tonight. Right, well, I'll show you what I've done.
Hang on, let me put your full screen down there. There we go.
There you go. So, done this part here. Maybe you sort that out there. And I've just started on this piece here. So, I've still got quite a bit in the back, in these bags to do. So I may do those ones off, and the next time I'm on, I've got a fresh bag to do as well. And so get on.
You've just given me an idea.
What?
I'll get this out.
Camper pan.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Get this out. Maybe might as well start this.
Right. Well, catch you all later.
Yeah, have a good shift, Danno, and yeah, see you soon.
Soon.
I'll contact you later, Danny, about next week.
Right.
I don't think I'm going to be able to make it on the Wednesday and the Thursday.
Well, I'll ring you tomorrow when I'm finished then.
All right.
All right. Right. See you later.
Bye, Danno.
See you later.
I'm doing an unboxing here. You want to watch?
Yeah.
I'll go full screen. Okay, I got this as a Christmas present. Or birthday, one of the same. Camper van set. Says build time 2 to 4 hours. Metal construction. The corner. So in it we get the instructions, and there's 375 pieces. There's your first. And it's built in 14 sections. So, right, it looks it. There's you get a spanner, screwdriver. It's not a reversible one. Packet full of stuff in there. More stuff in here. All your nuts and bolts. Some plastic bits. And 5 wheels. And for lots of little bits. So, yeah. So that's that. And when it's constructed, it looks like that. That'll go with my wooden camper van. What I talked about before I do this, talking about to make don't know if people are in there. His stepfather, who passed away, I'm getting a load of cars off him. They're all packed away, but he has a couple of the NASCARs I got from. I got left from. There's a big collection of them. I don't know if people are into NASCAR. So I've got a collection of them and other ones. Also, this old truck.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how long Jim's had that. This, but it is. It looks as though it's really old. Old fire truck. Alex's bullet, but I did a little dinky cog. Yes. But also, move this much better. Yeah, I'm doing a sure thing. Dinky Toys. Do you remember Dinky Toys?
Yes. Well,
Right.
a bit young for him, but I do know of them. Yeah.
Well, Dinky Toys, issue number 197. Careful of the box. Take it out. Still all wrapped in stuff. Here's a little mini traveller.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's probably had this for years. It's been boxed up. I'll go down there to show you. Yeah.
Sorry, but I'm just going to put full screen on. I don't think wood glue is supposed to look like something that's infected.
Yes, my Gorilla Glue wood glue looked like that. I added some water and I shook the hell out of it, and then it fixed it.
Right, because that now looks like something you'd squeeze out of something on your body.
Yeah. Yeah, mine did the same, and I revived it with a bit of water, not a lot, and shook it really quite vigorously, and then it, a bit like paint, it separates. And then it came good, and it has worked. I thought, oh, is that going to make the glue a bit naff? But it didn't. It still works.
Oh, thanks for putting the screw right on.
It's all right.
All right. Okay, Dave Mac will see you, Danno. Trek Mod says good night, Danno. Trek Mod says we had Dinky Toys in Canada when I was a kid. Dave Mac says my dad gave me his Dinky Toys, military ones. Cool. Glad the Dinky Toys are still going about. As I say, I've got quite a few. What I'll have to do is get them out of the bag and do a show and do a show of them, what I'm getting off them. There's NASCARs, there's British touring cars.
I'm just pretty damn sure that wood glue's not supposed to look like that.
Arcel goes, Mark, no comment about what comes out of your body.
Mm.
And Dave says, it's a shame I don't have them anymore. They'd be worth something now. Probably would. Yeah, we're old. We don't think of that, do we? I talk with mother about the things that we used to have, and she kept them in a loft for a long time, and then when she moved, she gave them all away. We had tons of Action Men stuff, and when they moved, you got rid of them.
Could imagine Geordie doing a little battle with Action Men.
Mark's Movies. Anyone doing the RB19?
Oh, another one I'd love to do but can't afford.
The thing is, they're getting expensive now.
Yeah.
I'm just getting the build a day for the, I presume it's the 66 Batman's coming in 70 flipping £9. And I've just paid for the flipping Nissans. They're what, 80 odd.
That's though because you get in how many issues?
6 issues.
Mm-hmm.
I found it was better when it was 4. It was more affordable.
Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. People in lockdown wanted more to build, so they've given us more to build. But yeah, it put the bill up.
No, it was supposed to be a company that's supposed to be hard up. She has us building expensive models.
Well, I pay for every model I do.
Yep, I work hard to earn a wage so I can build my models and work a wee allotment.
Right, where was I? Ah, this. Okay. So it wants B1 right. B1 right, which is here. Perfect. Whew. Oh. Right, time to take my cocodamals. Mine don't knock me out though, Horlixs.
No, mine's all right. It's my other medication that does that. I had my cocodamals just before the stream, and then my main meds I take about 9, and then I get really tired.
You want to try getting used to a CPAC? I've had it since Friday and full. Get used to wearing it.
Can you not wear it at other times during the day? So you kind of get used to it. So say if you sat watching the TV,
Yeah.
could you not wear it then? So you're kind of getting used to it being on you. So when it comes,
They've taught us a way when I'm going to sleep.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, you know, like when our boys were babies, they had asthma, and we used to just, you know, sometimes they weren't having medication, but we'd put the sort of mask over the face just so they get used to it and stuff. So
it's the mask I'm all right with. It's the when the machine's doing the what you firing the air in and then you're breathing, it's trying to go to sleep without concentrating on the, you know, try. You kind of sort of you want to clear your mind and try to think of something so you can fall asleep, but all you can do is concentrate. You end up you're too busy concentrating on your breathing with a machine. What I'm going to try to do tonight, I'm going to take the iPhone in, put my earbuds in, and put some maybe relaxing music on. You know, for an hour or so to see if that'll break me concentration off the airflow. And then hopefully just fall asleep. Because when I look at the results when I've got the mask on, because my breathing's stopping every 74 times an hour. You know, I've got severe sleep apnea. When I've got this machine on, and you know, because I've worn it for after about 3 hours, I'm pulling it off. But when I'm looking at the thing, I'm down to 15 times an hour, which is brilliant.
right, does say on the NHS thing that wearing the mask alone for some time during the day may help you get used to how it feels and makes it easier to fall asleep at night.
What, wearing the mask during the day?
Yeah, so just like I said, when you sat watching TV, you could
not with a breathing apparatus or just a mask.
You could do both. You could just do that and put it on while you're watching TV, because you say that's sometimes when you tend to nod off anyway.
Hi.
And then just get, you know, while you're watching the news, say, for half an hour, just have it on while you sat on the sofa and get slowly used to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then at least if you do nod off on the sofa, at least you know you're going to keep breathing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does say on the NHS guide thing, saying, yeah, you can, you know, use it throughout the day to get used to it.
No, I'll try that, bring it in later on when I'm watching the news.
I mean, I would be exactly the same as you. I'd be like, how am I supposed to sleep with this on? How am I supposed to cope with the noise or anything like that? But I'd be the same. I'd say, right, I'll try and wear it during the daytime when I'm sat on the sofa or I'm at the computer, and just see if that helps me get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
To be perfectly, the only person I know, well, two people I know that use one, is my father-in-law, and the other person was Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If Jason had been on, he could have given us some advice, but he's not on now.
It's like I said, just they said try it during the day. So we haven't heard from Jason for a long time.
Yeah.
No, he did have a lot on, and I don't think we were his people. Well, us, me. I'm really enjoying this. I'm putting the balcony on at the moment.
Gillian, it's, well, if you don't like it, they would use it. That's it. You realise all that. Yeah, this is taking, the sleep actor is taking a thing off my life. Takes time off your life. It's bad.
I like that. If you don't like it, don't use it.
Aye.
Oh, that's a very good Gillian answer. That.
Yeah.
I love that. That's yeah.
I said, why do you want to? I think she wasn't 6 foot under me. She's after me money. It's a hard job there because I've gotten in. Well, when I seen the machine, I was surprised because the one that what you call's got at work is massive. This is tiny. It's just a little bit bigger than a clock radio. One of the things I would ask them for, because they said they can put it, they can. Because they said after a couple of days, if you've made you dry, let us know, and we'll bring you this, send you this pack that clips into the side. You fill it with water and it like a dehumidifier. So
Right.
So my mouth doesn't get dry. And that's what I'm finding out after when I pull it off. Be flipping mouth dry, so I've got to get up and flipping. So I would ask them for that. I see there's a helpline there for if I need any help. I suppose because it's something I've got to have for life. I say to him, is this for life? He says, it can be. I says, if I lose a lot of weight, is there a chance that? He says, there is a good chance. He says, if you get down your weight, we can reassess you, but more than likely it's for life.
Like I said, I'd just try using it through the day, like when you sat watching TV or something.
Now to get used to it.
And try and get used to it, yeah.
Julian will sit there and say, what the hell you wearing not during the day for? I think it's supposed to be when you're asleep. I'm trying to get used to it. Because if I'm not getting sleep at night and toss thingy with it, you'll not be getting to sleep at night.
Well, I'll give you an observation, Geordie. You have not snored once in this live stream.
So the times I'm using it's working.
Well, obviously the small amount of time you've been using it. Horlixs, have you heard him snore?
No, I haven't actually.
We haven't heard you snore once through tonight's stream.
And I've only used it twice for 3 hours in each session, and I've had to take it off.
There you go. So could you imagine the effects of getting through the entire night with it on?
I've got to admit, mind you, I haven't felt as tired the days I usually do.
Modz says, thanks to Danno, he just subscribed to my channel. Cheers, Danno. I am sure I am subscribed to Modz.
Yeah, we'll all subscribe to you.
Yeah. because you're HTM.
Yeah. Can I click on this and go to his channel?
He's currently on mine. I think I'm subscribed, but sometimes YouTube knocks you off if you haven't been on there for a while.
Oh, can I click on him on here? On the three dots and go to his channel or not?
Well, apparently knocked me off, but I am subscribed now.
No.
Hang on, I'll put the link in our group chat. There we go. Right, hold on. I'm going to do this differently.
All right, Sprue's on.
Hi,
Sprue. Chat. Hi, Sprue.
Hi, Sprue.
And Trex goes, thank you, gentlemen.
It's fine. We'll put it in our group chat and make sure that everybody can subscribe to you. I don't know why it knocked me off because I know I was subscribed to him.
He does that, doesn't it? Sometimes.
I don't know if you want to put ours up, Mark.
Yeah, I can do. Just give me 1 second while I just get. Thank you, gentlemen. Go to channel. Right.
Copy the feed there, so then go to there.
Copy. Oh, you know when it throws you off, doesn't it? Right.
I've just found out that my neighbour downstairs is a computer geek. He loves to build computers.
Danno's already put it in our group chat.
I was already subscribed to Mark's Morgs, but I found the rest of you.
Oh, there you go. He's found us.
Just all right. So I'll have to find you then, so I can subscribe to you.
He's in our group. He's in our group chat, Geordie, on Messenger.
Is it? Oh, all
yeah,
right.
Danno put it up. Sprue Glue's in saying hi, Mark, panel and chat. Hi, Sprue, welcome. And then again, yeah, I was already subscribed to Mark's Mod, but I found the rest of you. And then he goes, ahoy.
Right, where's my phone?
Why isn't it? What's going on here?
Your computer playing up again, Horlixs?
Yeah, it says I'm not signed in. But
Right,
why is it opening it up in a different browser?
Because now Messenger, if you click on a link in Messenger, it defaults now to Edge and not Google Chrome.
Oh, I need to change that.
Yeah, it's a pain. It used to default to Google Chrome, but now it's defaulting to Edge.
Thing is, I thought I did all this.
Yeah, I've just subbed Trex Mod, and Mark's Hobbies looks like he's sub to you as well.
There we go. I hope everybody's enjoying the new time that we're live now. I think it was nice because Danno's been able to come in tonight for an hour. You know, even though he's working tomorrow, he's come in for an hour at least.
Anybody spoke to Dave?
Not only his updates he puts in our chat group.
Nah, just wondered if he's contacted anybody offline or out.
No, I'm very tempted to give him a call at some point and have a good chat with him.
Dave Mac goes, oh, hang on, we've got all right, did you read these ones from Atoll? Which is hi, Sprue?
No, I read up to where I started.
Oh, wait, hi. Right, Atoll goes, hi, Sprue. Track Mods goes, hello, Dave. Mark Hobby says, what's the link? But he must have found it because he says just subbed. And Dave Matt goes, 7 p.m. is a great time.
That's brilliant.
And I'll have a lot more to do next week because I'll start that thingy build.
There we go. I've done it. Subscribe.
It's just that when Dave does come back, whether 7 p.m. is okay for.
Yeah, at the moment it's working for us, but we've got to also make it work for Dave, sir.
When we're finished, I stick my V lights on, and then I'm going on my quest for an hour.
What, after the stream?
Aye. And it could before the news. Well, it depends what time we come off. After the either go on the quest before the news or after the news.
Time is it?
No.
25 to 9.
No, I need to do something. How long ago did I make that video?
I'll start last night and put 2 videos together, then this and the 6 posts, but I split them into 2 streams. One went out tonight, and another one will probably go out tomorrow.
No, it can't be that long ago. It's in here somewhere, I know it is. Not in shorts. It should be unlisted.
Are you on TikTok as well?
I am, but I haven't put any videos up on TikTok.
Are you not got DRD allotments on TikTok? Because Danny puts a one up all the time.
Yeah, I've been watching some of them.
Yeah, Danny's the TikTok man, and I'm the one that does the other videos, the long videos.
Right. No, it must.
You get more views on TikTok than what I get on flipping.
Filter by visibility. Unlisted. Apply.
Aye, so we boss come on to spy on us, Andrew.
That's why.
It'll have been Josh, you know, because Josh is on duty. He'll have said, oh, go and put Dave on.
Sorry, I was scheduling a video to be released at a certain time.
Mark's Hobbies has put a thumbs up. Yep, if you're watching and you don't, if you put a thumbs up, that would be great. It does help the algorithm. I'm just sitting watching Horlixs here. They look delicate.
No, that's not too bad. Yeah, once you get all the bits in, it all locks it all together. It's really satisfying. I've put all the banisters in. Yeah, it's getting there. Really enjoying it.
So for your finishing that, still quite a bit.
Well, yeah, I thought I might finish this today, but I don't think I am. It's just going on and on and on. It's great.
If to take that long to do, I'm going to have to get one. And I'm not running out of stuff.
That's my problem. I'm forever running out of stuff to do.
Yeah. Well, I've got stuff. Yeah, I just haven't got the paint. Dave Marcos looks great, Alex.
Thank you.
And he says the train, and he says the train's looking good, really good, Mark.
Thank you. If you get one of these Horlicks, I recommend you just take your time and glue it.
Yeah, I will. I'll get one tomorrow.
I never got out of the range last week to have a look.
It does say if you go to the range website, it says how many your local shops got in stock. I mean, whether it's correct is another question, but it says that we've got 7. So
I had great ideas for Christmas presents.
Aye. Danno says that shop in the town is getting the Rocco kit. That's been some of the things looking back in.
What, the Forbidden Planet shop?
No, Creative Chords or something like that in Eldon Square. Does the Rocco kit? It's got a big train, but it's not very cheap wooden train, and all the cogs and all that move. And it's got the marble one, which Horlixs done.
Yeah,
got that. It's got some smaller kits where you can build an aeroplane. The car, what I've got. The bridge that goes out there, the Tower Bridge.
Yeah.
So there you go. But the bigger ones, like the marbles things in the train, are about 40 to 50 pound each.
That's why I liked this, because it was only £3.
Mm-hmm. They did have the book nooks in, but didn't, when I went in last time, couldn't find them, so I don't know if they're going to put them back out as well.
I got this from Timo, I think, or
I thought it was AliExpress.
One of the two. They all do them. That's the cheapest way of doing it, but obviously you need to look about, because 1 minute they're like cheap, next minute they're quite expensive.
So AliExpress, do you not get hit with import duties?
No,
because it's from China.
It is what it is on the website. So yeah, but Yeah, it was good. I need to get another one soon.
I've heard AliExpress can be dodgy.
No, I've ordered quite a bit from there. These book nooks, the electronics, some electronics I got for my Rootmaster mod. Some of that was from there, not all of it. I've just got my Wi-Fi chips for the console on there.
Because well, I've heard big electric things like the batteries, because like the bike I've got, it's about £250 to replace the battery. But I reckon go to AliExpress and you can replace it for £150. Save £100. But I've heard that them batteries go up in flames.
Yeah, I wouldn't, anything like that I wouldn't trust off there. But if you're looking for a book nook, you can't really go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this one's from there, so...
I think with this trade war going on with America, I think China will be putting a lot into our markets. TikTok's been getting full of stuff that from China, where they're showing you, where the American market has been getting sort of like handbags, Gucci handbags. They're selling for about $200-300, and they're showing you in the China where you can pick them up for flipping sort of $30 or $40, and they're the same handbags. Atoll says, Geordie, AliExpress use Panda batteries and they're not to be trusted.
Yeah, anything like that. Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't trust.
Trackmore says, time to pick up the wife from work. Thanks for having me, fellas. Everyone have a great night. Cheers. Yeah, thanks for coming on, Trackmore.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And Dave Mack goes, night, Trackmore. Well, Andrew, who I work with, he's wanting to set up like a little sort of he's wanting to get into sort of selling stuff, tech stuff and things like that. So he's thinking of looking at AliExpress to buy the stuff from. And after all goes, same time next week, Trek Mods.
Julie buys some of the fabric from AliExpress. In fact, she's got some on the way from them.
They take long to deliver, do they?
Mm.
I thought they were coming up with there. I thought, why are you getting them cheap? Because it takes for a long time for them to come. Because of
it's actually not that bad. I mean, this book note took about 4 days to come or something.
So they must have a warehouse in this country then.
No. From China.
Huh?
They send it on. They ship it on a plane.
Huh?
And then you got the tracking, and it's like, yeah, the airport, and then it's like received in your country, and then next minute, you're knocking on the door.
That's it. Could we come out on a boat? It wouldn't come out in a couple of days.
Depends what you order, but Julie
Yeah.
ordered some fabric last week and she got notification today it was in the country. Once it's landed in the country, it's then days, and then it'll be with you. And it's normally every that deliver it.
Because is it Timo the other one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. Or you get
They've got a warehouse in this country, haven't they?
I think it depends on the product again that you're buying. But it used to bother me. I'll be always looking for stuff in this country, or that's going to take months to get here. But actually, it's so good now.
Right. I think that's me for the night. So what I'm going to do is just quickly go around everybody, and yeah, then we'll got 10 minutes to go. So myself. So all I've really been working at tonight is I've got the front on there, and then I've been working at these bits here and the arms for the wheels, and same on the other side. It's taken me a while. Don't know why that's not right. It's right now. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It looks really nice. So that is what I've been working on tonight. Geordie, have you got out to show?
Just what I showed you before.
Right.
The plane.
There we go. We'll have a look again.
It's got the shark's teeth on, its eyes on, them on. I've just got to put the numbers on the sides and the thing on the tail. Then the propellers on and the back gun on, and it's finished. But before I do that, I'll be giving it once I get all the decals, I'll be giving it a spray, the flat.
Yeah.
And then put the propellers and that on, and then that'll be finished, and that'll be ready for when I do the dive. Well, I've got a few little bits to put on there, and then I'll be ready to put on. But I want to build a diorama for it. But I've got to get it. I'm looking for a German bomber, something like a Henkel or something, 172 scale. So that's the idea for this, is to go into a diorama. So that's what I've done.
Okay, and then we'll come to Horlixs.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's coming on.
Lit up and all.
That's what it looks like so far. Lit up, some of it. Obviously, the top's going to have lights as well, but it's not done yet.
So what's the wiring like? Easier?
Yeah, it's all pre-done. It just comes out of a box, and then you just plug them in. There's only like 4 or 5 LEDs. The only thing I'm not too keen on is the fireplace, because where the LED is, you can see where the LED is. It's like really bright in that one spot. And I did try with some paper, because I thought maybe I could dampen it with some paper, and it sort of makes it a bit better. But then you can see the shadow. So I'm not sure.
Now you could just paint some white paint onto the LED. Some watered down acrylic white paint.
Yeah, I could look at that. You can see where the LED's just like.
Yeah.
I mean, saying that.
Could you not make it like a yellowy colour so it looks like fire?
Well, it's supposed to be flu powder, isn't it? It's green.
I mean, Horlicks, you've got your soldering iron and everything. You could put a higher resistor on the LED.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's the only other option.
And dull it down a bit by putting a more higher resistor on. That's what I would do, but yeah.
But there is so much to look at. It's been an absolute pleasure to build. Really enjoying it. But I'm not quite done yet. I've done the balcony there. Let me put a light in there. just on the chest of drawers. Mainly did this side tonight, did this piece, put these lights on, the little lantern at the back there, which wiggles around, which is cool. And I'm currently just doing a briefcase, like a case. And then I'm just gluing this together. Then I've got to put a cage on it. And then there's an owl. Now, also, you're not actually required to glue half of this, but I do. And I think that's another reason it's taken me longer, because I'm gluing everything because I want it. I don't want it to.
So really, it's supposed to be push fit.
Pardon?
So really, it's supposed to be just push fit.
Most of it, yeah. But I glue it. I love that glue, the high-tech stuff.
Yeah.
Squeeze it out and wipe off my finger. Done. Like, dries clear, and it just nothing's going to fall apart. It's solid. So,
Jason sent me some of that high-tech in a red bottle, and it was horrible.
oh yeah, this is I don't know. This is just an all-purpose, very sticky one, and it's been brilliant. I mean, it takes a while to set, but once it sets, I mean, I glued that on just now, and it's pretty solid already.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just doing the owl. Instructions are quite easy. Sort of does it step by step. I'm just on this bit now, step 31, and I've got to put the owl. Some parts it says to glue, but most of it, like this, it just pushes together. But
suppose at least once it's glued together, you've got no figure that or eventually fall apart.
yeah. So E21 and then E22 just pops out. I need to put the owl on, but it doesn't quite. Sometimes, like like plastic model kits, you've got to look ahead to see what it's on about. I'm not quite sure how this. Oh, okay, yeah, I've got it. So anything that's glued, I glue. Everything, I mean, anything that's not, but I like to glue. And then anything tight like that, I fluff up a cotton wool bud.
What's that like glue like if you beat your cock up and you've got to rip it off? Is it hobbies?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit weird actually. I'm actually going to put a bit of glue down there because the back of the owl sits on there. So it's high tack. Well, it's not. Oh, okay, maybe not. Normally,
I thought we're not what eating that with.
no, I'll give it a bit longer. But normally, once you've stuck it in place, well, you can hold it upside down. It's not going anywhere, but it is sort of.
But if it goes out, you can pull it out.
Yeah, you can pull it out. I can't even show you anything that I have done that I can pull apart. But if you really need to get something off, it will come off. If you're gentle, it goes a bit rubbery.
Mm-hmm.
So that's meow.
Okay, so Sprue Glue says nice book nook.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
And Dave Mac Builds says, been a great stream tonight, guys. I'm calling it a night. See you on the next one. Night, Dave Mac.
Night, Dave.
Right,
Not be long before we're off.
Yeah, we've got one more
Couple of
step
minutes.
to do. We've got another glass bottle. And I'm going to off stream. This is liquid gold in here. So I might try and mix up some sort of... I've got some gold. Actually, I think I've got some gold. Paint, I have. So what I'm going to do, gold leaf. I'm probably going to get a pipette, drop of the paint in, and carefully move it around just to line the bottom, and then let it dry. In fact, I might just do it now. Quick.
Oh, yeah, we've got you on full speed.
Because
we're going to watch your master at work.
I mean, you're really supposed to mix this up properly, but for this purpose, I'll probably mess it up. Just mess that up. Hang on. Need a fresh cotton bud. Okay, what about that?
That's nice. Yeah.
Liquid gold.
I wouldn't put the top on it though, because would you like that set?
Yeah, I'll let that set now. It's supposed to be glued on. Hang on, what do we have to do with this? Let me just look ahead, because I could.
Get that lid on your paint before you knock it over.
Yeah, get this on. Good shout. Sorry, I'm holding you up. I just want to get to a point
Plenty time.
where I can stop. So that is going to go on there. And then the next step, the liquid gold is actually going to go on the chest of drawers here. So I'm going to...
Not going to clean your paint off, your glue off.
Well, that's the back of it, so you're never going to see that.
Yeah, I'm going to put the jar on there, because you're going to see it from this angle in here. It's sort of hidden anyway, a little bit, but you can still see it.
Mm.
Give it a couple of give it overnight to dry, and then put your top on.
Yeah, I'll leave that to dry. I'll leave the top in there like I did at the bottom, like I did last time. And then the last step that I can do is G20. There's an owl, another owl that needs to be glued. G16. Is going to go on there. Because I want all this to dry for next time. And then, see what I mean? Like the instructions were a bit vague, so it says like put the owl, but that doesn't. It looks like it's on there. So then what I do is I look ahead. Okay.
Go ahead.
So the owl is sort of looking out for the gold. Yeah, there we go. And then that's done.
Very nice.
For now. But you can do what you want with them. Like you can add stuff. You can, like I'm doing there, like painting the gold in the jar, and you know, you can do what you want with it, really. But yeah,
Brilliant.
there we go. That's me done. Just going to come back. Oh God, I'm going to carefully put that over there to dry for next week.
So Ethel says the night to Dave Mac. That's it for chat, and I think we are done for the night.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll be back same time, same place. Tomorrow night is the PPM on Lindsey's channel. And I don't know about anybody else. I don't have a schedule. I rely on YouTube notifications to tell when people are on.
Yeah, it got a bit messy. Well, it wasn't messy. It was a good idea, wasn't it? The schedule, but things change, and it was just hard to keep up with it, really.
Yeah.
That was what we looked at a few, wasn't it? When we were going live with different things and everything. One day we on every night, weren't we?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And them days have gone now.
Okay, well, I'm going to say...
I'll wait, we'll go off. I forgot to wait. I'll wait, we'll go off.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you everyone for watching. And, yeah, I'll let Geordie Dave and Horlixs say their good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, good night from me. Catch you again next week.
So,
Okay, yeah, and it's good night from me. And, yeah, see you next week. Hope you enjoy the weather this week. It's supposed to be... that's how easy the glue comes off, by the way. Just knock the grandfather clock off. Yeah, enjoy the weather, and yeah, see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.